Well, the world's largest democracy, India's mammoth parliamentary elections roll into the second phase of the 7 phases today. All eyes are on the southern states of Kerala and Karnataka. Voting is taking place in 88 seats across 12 states and 1 union territory. Several prominent candidates like Rahul Gandhi, Shashi Tharoor and Hema Malini are making it a high-stakes round. 158.8 million voters, including 3.4 million first-time ones and 32.8 million people between ages of 20 and 29 are exercising their all-important franchise today. Polls are taking place in all 20 seats in Kerala and 14 of the 28 seats in Karnataka. Apart from these southern states, polls are also taking place in 13 seats in Rajasthan, 8 seats each in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh, 6 seats in Madhya Pradesh, 5 seats each in Assam and Bihar, 3 seats each in Chhattisgarh and West Bengal, and 1 seat each in Manipur, Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. Now, as the country votes in these 88 constituencies, let's take a look at what's at stake for NDA and the India bloc. Out of the 88 seats, NDA looks to defend 57 seats, which includes all 13 seats in Rajasthan, 13 out of the 14 seats in Karnataka, 7 out of 8 seats in Uttar Pradesh, and 6 out of 8 seats in Maharashtra. While for the India bloc, they seek to defend 23 seats, which include all 20 seats in Kerala, 1 each in Bihar, Karnataka, and Maharashtra. Well, the fate of several high-profile candidates contesting some high-stakes seats will be sealed today. In Uttar Pradesh, the BJP has fielded actor sitting MP Hema Malini from Mathura. In Meerut, the party has picked Arun Govil as its contender. Govil, who is making his electoral debut, played Lord Ram in the popular television show Ramayan. In Kerala's Wayanad, a three-pronged fight is brewing between Congress's Rahul Gandhi, BJP's K. Surendran and CPI's Annie Raja. Congress and CPI, who are allies in the India bloc, have placed their candidates against each other in this constituency. Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram is also a high-stakes seat. The seat will also see a triangular contest. Now, Congress has fielded Shashi Tharoor, a 3-time MP from the constituency, seeking his 4th straight term in Parliament against BJP's Rajiv Chandrasekhar and CPI's Panyan Ravindran. All right, and our reporters, our correspondents have been giving us ground report from various constituencies throughout the country, from various locations. And first up is Dharamjot Kaur, who joins us from the Gautam Budh Nagar in Uttar Pradesh. Disha Shah joins us from Dadar in Mumbai, Idris Lone from Jammu, and Siddharth MP from Thiruvananthapuram. My first question is to Siddharth. Siddharth, now all seats are extremely important in the south, especially in Kerala. What is the latest that you can get us from the ground there?
So it's a hot and sweltering afternoon with a lot of humidity, but there is no sort of dip in the enthusiasm that the voters here in Kerala have. Sometime back, a couple of hours back, we saw the chairman of the Indian Space Research Organization coming to his booth in Thiruvananthapuram and voting. He came all the way from Bangalore and voting and shared a message asking, people to come out in large numbers and vote and encouraging first-time voters. So the location where we are also, there's a lot of people who are trickling in even now despite the afternoon sun, and voting percentage, that is the voter turnout, is almost more than 40% as we speak, and by evening Kerala as usual is expected to exceed 70-75%, which is the norm. So in fact Kerala is known among the states to have the highest voter turnouts. So this is, as you pointed out, a very crucial battle. All 20 seats are important for different parties in different ways. For the India Alliance, South has been one place where they've always got great returns. So be it Tamil Nadu, which voted last week, or be it Kerala, India Alliance has always done really well. So this time as well they'll be looking to sort of replicate what they did did in 2019. It was a clear India bloc sweep in 2019, or the then Congress-led alliance that swept in 2019 in Kerala, 19 out of 20 seats that they got. But this time, of course, there is a difference. This time, it's a three-cornered fight in most of the constituencies, at least. Although the major battles are between Congress and Communist parties, the left parties, we have to keep in mind that in at least 3 to 4 seats, BJP has fielded very, very popular candidates, including 2 union ministers, incumbents, who are fighting their first Lok Sabha polls. So this is what makes the polls in Kerala very interesting. And as far as BJP is concerned, it's not about getting huge numbers, but it's about increasing their vote share, proving that the party has arrived over here, and also, if possible, getting a seat or two to also show that their support is not just limited to certain Hindi belts or, the northern part of the country, but also prevalent in the south, Isha.
Right. Thank you so much, Siddharth. Let me now go across to Dharamjot, which the team tells me is actually in Ghaziabad. She's been on the move. She was earlier at the Gautam Budh Nagar constituency. Dharamjot, what are you picking up on the ground there in the Ghaziabad area there?
Well, Isha, Ghaziabad again is a perfect mix of what you would call, a rural and urban settlement. So I'm currently at one of the rural settlements at the outskirts of Ghaziabad in the National Capital Region. The interesting thing about this particular constituency is that it has been a BJP bastion for the past 15 years. If right from 2009 to 2014 and 2019, the Bharatiya Janata Party has been sweeping the mandate on this seat in the Lok Sabha elections. However, as far as the local body poll elections were, that took place in May 2023, that is last year. The BJP lost that poll by a very, very decisive margin. So a lot of mixed reactions. The voters are playing their cards very close to the chest. It's not easy to tell at this point if the ruling party will be able to retain its power here on this seat like it has in 15 years, or will the opposition India Alliance come into the picture, be able to snatch some vote share over here. So very, very mixed reactions at the moment. Voter turnout, as you can see right now, is still streaming in. Of course, it's 40 degrees, so sweltering heat at the moment here in Ghaziabad. But being a rural area, the settlements usually have a higher turnout as compared to urban settlements, and they single-handedly raise the average, of voter turnout across India. So a lot of expectation in terms of the number of people that will show up to cast their ballot at the moment, Isha.
Okay, let me now go across to Disha. When we last spoke, you told us how rural Maharashtra goes to polls today. Constituencies like Buldana, Akola, Amravati, Wardha, Nanded, Parbhari and Hingoli. Now, Disha, do tell me how much of an impact these constituencies will have on the overall government formation.
Well, a very significant impact, of course, because remember, the voters in this year's Maharashtra elections are voting for the first time after the entire political landscape has changed in Maharashtra. We have seen the split between Shiv Sena and BJP in 2019, also from the NCP in 2021 respectively. So in the last elections, both Shiv Sena and BJP fought together and won majority of the seats here in Maharashtra. But this time it is divided. So definitely the voting impact will be crucial to see. Secondly, the voting turnout has been considerably low in Maharashtra till 1 p.m. Only about 31% if you compare it with the other states for numbers and figures for that matter. Especially if you talk about rural area, this entire Vidarbha and Marathwada belt, it has always been a Congress bastion. In fact, the Congress party has enjoyed its success for more than 15 to 20 years. It has given two chief ministers, Shankar Rao Chavan as well as Ashok Chavan in the past. But in 2019, both Shiv Sena and BJP defeated Congress and won majority of the seats. So this time around, it will be very crucial because Nanded and Amravati are the key constituencies where we are going to see a direct fight and battle between the BJP and the Congress. And in 3 seats, Yavatmal, Buldana and Hingoli, we are going to see a direct contest between Shiv Sena versus Shiv Sena, which is Eknath Shinde versus Uddhav Thackeray. So it will be very important to see as to how these leaders really have campaigned as well, because farmers constitute one of the major vote bank for the politicians. So that is why even in Maharashtra, the first campaign, the rally that took place was in the rural area, was in this belt by many top leaders from Narendra Modi to Rahul Gandhi from Congress. So all of these leaders have campaigned massively in the rural belt to ensure that the party candidate really wins by huge votes.
Thank you, Disha. Let me now go across to Idris, who's been very patiently waiting for us. Idris, April 19th saw Udhampur go into polls. Today, it is the Jammu constituency that goes into polls in the phase 2 of the Lok Sabha elections. Also the first time that the state is voting after the abrogation of Article 370. Tell us, how is the voter turnout? What are you seeing on the ground there?
Well, Isha, the voter turnout till 1 p.m. has been 42%, which is good because last time Jammu voted around 74% overall in the 2019 elections. So it looks like this time it will pass 74 for sure. If we talk about the candidates, there are two main candidates which are in the fray. One is the two-time sitting MP from the BJP, Jugal Kishore, who will be in direct contest with the Congress candidate Raman Balla, who's been this time supported by the regional political parties like PDP as well as the National Conference. It's the first election after the abrogation of Article 370, so it's going to be seen whether that really has worked, especially in the Jammu region, which has been a very easy bastion for the BJP for, last two times. The second part which remains very important with regard to Jammu Kashmir is the security. There are around 2,400 polling stations across the Jammu constituency, out of which 150 have been called critical polling stations, which are very close to the line of control and the international border. And let me give you a piece of news that there was an encounter in Jammu and Kashmir since yesterday, in which two militants have been killed in North Kashmir's Sopore area. Security has been a big concern for the security forces. That is why the 5 seats in Jammu and Kashmir have been divided into 5 phases, and only 1 seat is going to polls in each of these phases.
Okay, thank you so much, Idris, for those crucial inputs. Also, thanks to Dharamjot, who joined us from Ghaziabad. Idris there joined us from the Jammu constituency. And of course, we had Disha joining us from Dadar in Mumbai and Siddharth MP from Thiruvananthapuram. Our correspondents will keep getting you updates through the course of the day. For now, that's it from me, and it's back to Bhairavi. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.